There's a protest.
Is there yeah, or like a marriage proposal. Like it sounds like she's like proposing to someone. What's up, P Nation? Today is the second to last day of our great big vacation.
And we're in Stockholm, Sweden. So today we're gonna go into the city and check out their free museums. But first,
we're gonna show you how ridiculously close the subway station is to our old Airbnb.
we were walking through the Royal Palace and we didn't realize that you can enter the Royal Chapel for free. And most chapels or churches in Stockholm, you have to pay like a $3 to $7 fee to get into, just because. But this one's free, and that's really, really cool. And you see this triangle behind me? Illuminati. And across the hall from the chapel is where you can buy your tickets to tour the actual Royal Palace, where the royal family used to live. But like we said before, there are free museums, so that's where we're going. Okay, so we made it to the National Museum. We're not sure what's inside, so let's go check it out. This art museum is super cool. However, this is like the creepiest artwork I've ever seen in a museum. So we're in this grand atrium, and we just want to point out that they have tapestries, and that is Zach's favorite form of art.
It's just like, I know painting is cool, but to take all of the time to sew together all of these different colors and like press it and press it and press it to actually make a design and make a piece of artwork. Normally these take 7 to 10 years, so anytime I see one that's old, I'm like, oh my gosh, because it took someone 7 years to make that carpet.
Do you see the resemblance?
This is the one I think we see the resemblance. You just like sit, and like any of the artwork you want to see, you can sit anywhere. I've never been to a museum that had these. You always have to find a bench that's not in a nice place to look at what you want to see.
Coming to the museum, they make you put your bag in a locker. And while I was entering the code to put our bag safely away, Zach was messing with me and the lock, and now we can't get our bags because we can't get into our locker. We can't get into our locker, so I have to go find somebody to let us in. I have to probably explain to them what was in there. It's a whole mess. Thanks, Zach.
You're welcome.
So I had to go up to reception, and they're sending someone down here to help us. But I was checking out the other ones just in case we forgot where our locker was. I'm pretty sure it's this one. So the lady was trying her special trick on it, and it didn't work. So maybe it's just broken. Maybe it's not Zach's fault after all. We got our stuff.
Okay, so we were leaving the National Museum now, and we talked to the front desk lady, and she said that apparently
there are 8 museums that are free.
So we do not have enough time to do all those, but if it was winter, we would definitely try, but it's so nice outside that that's not gonna happen. So we're about to go to the Modern History Museum that's across the bridge and through this island that has all these trees. It's gonna be a really nice walk. Can't wait to show you. Okay, so we're just trying to have a snack, just like walking through this park, and all of a sudden we hear this lady yelling at us, and we're like, what is going on? And then I'm like,
There's a protest.
Is there a, yeah, or like a marriage proposal. Like it sounds like she's like proposing to someone. And
She sounds angry, I don't think so.
From this tree. Just like, it's an art installation of someone yelling at everyone walking by in a tree.
Yeah.
Modern art. We just walked across the island, and now we're at the Modern Museum.
Yeah.
It's already feeling really out there compared to all the traditional things we just witnessed.
I feel like Scandinavian art is very just like super cool.
Yeah, forward thinking.
Right. So this museum is actually quite exciting because like, you know, modern art breaks the barrier of what you think art is going to be. So the first exhibit we're going to see is how they make video games, Swedish video games.
Okay, and that's it from the Modern Art Museum. It was pretty small. I thought it was gonna be a little bit bigger, but
cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. We couldn't show you a lot of things because it was like all video format.
Yeah.
So you like watch a video, you
Just
put pieces in your ears, yeah, and just like different like alternative reality type stuff. But it was overall really cool. And now we're gonna try and take some ferries across to the other island. Okay, so we just made it to the ferry terminal and we're looking across the water and there's this gigantic theme park and it's making me think of the competitor of Stockholm, which is Copenhagen, and they actually opened the first theme park that inspired Disneyland, later Disney World. I was wondering if this theme park was built at the same time. Okay, so we just made it to the end of the line. However, we gotta get back on the same boat. I hope we can make it in time. They made us like walk all the way out here.
Why did you do this then?
So we just made it to the amusement park island and we learned that
It's the same thing as the park in Denmark. It's called Tivoli.
it's owned by the same people, so that makes sense.
And they have this bar that's called Mamma Mia, the Party, which makes a lot of sense. At first it didn't, but now I realize ABBA's from Stockholm.
Speaking of ABBA, here's the museum. However, it is not free, so we are not going to that museum. And this concludes... Oh, that's really good. Anyways, this concludes our day. We went to the museums, we saw everything for free. We used our pass to get on a bus, and a plane, and a train, and a boat. And speaking of trains, this is our last train right here. It has been wonderful to have you guys with us. Thank you so much for exploring Stockholm with us. We're really excited for tomorrow. It's our last day here. Because like, I had no idea the Swiss royalty had this much influence over the entire Swedish. Let's go to the bloopers.